So I wasn't qualified. So what you're saying is I should have just been like, I can't be with you because my life messing up.
I'm talking about your girl. I don't know her. I don't know.
I mean,
her
I'm just
purpose.
saying, if it was me and you, and that happened to me.
I don't.
Yo, what's going on? This is MC Jin. Yeah, and you're checking out the Trackstarz. We're in the field, live and direct. Peace.
Back in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, SEANTANA, DJ Jeremiah. What's good?
All right, this episode is sponsored by True Strength Apparel. Make sure you go to www.truestrengthapparel.com for all things Trackstarz, trackstarz.com. Make sure that you like the Facebook page. Follow us on Instagram at Trackstarz, Twitter at Trackstarz. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Download the podcast each and every Monday.
All right, so we're doing an audible because this got a little heated in the break here.
It got heated.
We're going to be talking about list of questions to ask before you get too deeply involved in a relationship.
Oh, man.
So
I don't want to talk about that anymore.
the question is, if for
The
young
miracle
ladies
must.
and for young men,
No.
Yeah.
what do you ask on the way into a relationship to avoid heartache?
For young men,
That's not.
Both.
I generally ask, do you like me?
Do
And
you
if-
like me?
And if they say yes to that question,
It's all good.
and I already like them, then I
You're
think we're
smooth
gonna be all
sailing.
right.
I think honestly,
That's a mess.
I think honestly, you have to ask questions that reflect you. So that would almost be like, I know if you say the wrong thing, it's gonna hurt me, but I need to know this now. You know what I mean? Like that whole issue of, do you have any addictions, or like what are your struggles,
You ask
things
the
like
girl,
that.
do you have any
No,
addiction?
no. Like what are some things you struggle with? Like what are things that what are your what would you call a weakness of yours? Things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you ask me,
I struggle with that. It's okay, I'm working on it.
Nah, I mean
you ask for
seriously,
strengths
like,
and weaknesses on the date.
No.
That's
What-
kinda-
really.
That's
I'm
an
just
interview
saying.
question.
No, really. I'm
What
just
are your
saying.
strengths and
I mean,
weaknesses?
it's okay.
What I'm saying is
that's
like,
not a bad question to ask.
Hold
Come
on. Here's my question.
Don't get mad.
What are you looking for? Are you looking for the right situation, or are you looking for the right person?
The right person.
Well,
Sounds
if
more
that
like a
what if the
situation.
right person
as a,
isn't necessarily in the best situation?
That's real.
Well, then you
That's a
may
real
not.
question.
Right timing is everything. So you might
So
be the
you
right
make
person,
them
but it's
make
the
them
wrong
wait.
time.
Make them wait.
So I have a
No,
question for you.
I'm not making you do anything. You just take your little time.
I have a question for you.
Why does
You
women
need to-
say little? What is that
They
about?
because they minimize
it's
everything.
belittling you.
That's
It's
what it's
belittling
about.
you.
You know what I mean? Like women do that to minimize whatever you're doing,
It's
right? You got a
belittling
business,
you.
take your little business, do your little self, and get out of here, right? Like we was doing debate feud, right?
Yeah.
Girl got on you and your little sports show. Y'all get out of here with that. You know what I mean? Like they women are in the business of minimizing stuff that you do. Don't think you got nothing big going on. They will minimize it. I wrote a big list on the board, right? This one lady gets up, she was like, "You and your little list, right?" And I'm like, "Ma'am, stop minimizing my list."
That's real talk. So, but here's my question. Like, all right. So, what if you met a gentleman, right, who he's got student loan debt, right, because he went to school undergrad, then he went to graduate school, and he's pursuing a degree in pastoral counseling and
no money in pastoral
ministry, in ministry, right?
His credit is
But
messed
he's
up.
got $120,000 of debt. But you have met this man, been referred
That's a lot of debt for pastoral
to this
counseling.
man, and you've seen his worship, you've
That's
seen
not
his
true.
praise, his love for God.
to an
You've seen
evangelical
all of
church.
that. But then he has this debt. Are you saying that it's door closed on him?
No.
Okay,
I'm
all
not
right.
saying it's
Feel
door
better
closed.
now.
No, I'm not saying it's door closed. What I'm saying is, okay, that's
You got hope
awesome.
for the young men out there. Go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not saying it's door closed.
Could be killing them.
I'm not saying it's door closed. I'm saying, okay, that's a situation. We can.
I'm not talking about.
Please don't attack. Anyway, so we can, have a conversation, and again, having accountability, and like if you see like he's really has a heart after God, that's great. Okay, maybe we now can move forward. Obviously, there are other aspects that need to be figured out and explored. But I'm saying if you feel like that is a person God has for you, there, to me, in my mind, there needs to be some level of like game stability. right? So if you see him going down that path and finishing up school, because some people will wait, you know, they'll finish school, they'll wait till, you know, we both get jobs and things like that. I'm just saying there needs to be some level. I'm not saying it has to be, oh, he got $100,000 up in his bank account. That's not what I'm saying.
I think this is my actual question. Are you not afraid at all of you being the reason why this beautiful relationship was supposed to exist, not existing?
No, I'm not afraid of that.
So even if God was like, this is supposed to happen, and you're like, well, he ain't right yet. And he's like, no, this is supposed to happen. He ain't right yet.
But if God tells me that, then I'm going to hopefully have people around me, but choose to be obedient. I'm not going to disobey God intentionally.
Right.
Be like, let me run away from this person that God just told me.
But how will you know if your criteria is that he has to be so well put together by the time he finds you?
I'm not saying you have to have everything together. I'm saying there needs to be certain things. I'm not going to date any guy. Just because you tell me I go to church, I have a job, I see myself in some great, like, that doesn't qualify you. Like, your character qualifies you, your passion for the Lord qualifies you, you know, your purpose qualifies you.
Okay.
Not
so my
all
question
this other
is, so my question is, if that is what is important to you, then why are the other questions so relevant?
Because
my situation was very bad when I met my girl. I literally was working 60 hours a week trying to pay for college and still had to drop out because it was too much. I had zero money because I still was paying the school back. Had no money, had a little tiny bit of job, had no type of plan because my plan had been foiled to nothing. Right. Foiled to nothing. I was literally a purposeless man at that point.
Right.
A purposeless man.
Speak, brother.
You see what I'm saying? But I was a good person.
Looking for one.
You see what I'm saying? A good person who, and then from that, like, because honestly, to be honest, let me give you a perspective that I don't know that a lot of women know, is that a guy who's not in the right situation, when he meets the girl that he wants to pursue, he will put himself there because that's the motivation. Guys really, really need a motivational point. Part of the thing that women do, women make guys do stuff. You think I would be doing what I'm doing right now if I would have been gave up. But I'm like, no, I can't do this because exactly. But that girl. But that woman.
This is my thing, and everybody, right? I'm not saying this is a. I'm not saying everybody has to live by the way I choose to live. I'm not saying everybody needs to go do what I'm saying. This is for me. This is for the way I choose to do
millennials,
certain things.
man.
Okay, so that's cool.
Because if that's, because I'm not like I'm not in a relationship.
I understand.
I'm not a guy. I'm not on that end. I know what I feel like God has called me to, what the purpose He has called me to. I can't compare my purpose or my, what I feel like God has called me to somebody else's purpose. I can't. Those are not comparable.
Real quick, I think what he's saying is that just because, and we've seen this all the time, where it's a good guy, but he doesn't have the qualifications that you want at the right time for him to holler.
But it doesn't matter if
but
you're
not
good.
you. I'm talking about
like
in general.
Good doesn't qualify you.
Good.
You could be a man of God and you're not qualified.
But that's what I'm asking. So I wasn't qualified. So what you're saying is I should have just been like, I can't be with you because my life
messing up. No, I'm talking about your girl. I don't know her. I don't know her
I'm just saying, if it was
me
and you, and that happened to me.
I don't know none of y'all's stories.
No, I'm saying, if that happened to me and it was you, would you have been like, you got to go?
I mean, I can't have that conversation with you because you're not.
Hold on.
That's not a real thing.
You too young. Back up.
You're a purposeless man.
It's not a thing.
Purposeless man.
Okay.
But I got something though. Can I?
Yeah.
Just 1 second, because I feel like what he said was valid.
It's good, but I'm saying there are people who have different purposes, different passions, different.
I had more stuff.
So what I'm saying, that's great. What he's saying. That's really great. But I don't personally, I'm not looking for a man who's going to change his whole life for me. I don't want you to, and that might sound like
he didn't
really
say
crazy.
That though.
That's
not what he said.
No, because he's right.
Miracle, here's what he said though.
Look, let me finish this. May I please? Sir, may I? Thank you. Okay. This is my thing. I don't want to come into a guy's life and him be like, oh, I was, dealing with all this stuff. But because of you, I'm going to change my life for you and be better.
That's not what
I need to walk into the situation, and you are walking in purpose already. You know God for yourself already. Yeah, people can struggle, but I'm not trying to come into a situation. Been there, done that.
You could say
where
that at 29 maybe, but 21, 22.
What?
Yeah, you can say that at 29.
That's everybody's struggling.
Like 20. If I'm at 29 and that's what
struggling
and I'm
now.
still having that issue.
Yo,
No, I don't.
Hold on.
Guys,
We letting behind the scenes talk.
I'm not trying to get ganged up on today.
No. This is not a gang up.
Definitely not that.
Yo, people always gang up and then say no.
Right.
No, that's not happening.
What do you need me to
No. Let's finish this. Miracle, this is not a gang up. You're doing a good job.
You are doing a great
I
job.
prefer you to be
Why are you
this
looking at me
way
right
than a lot of other ways. But
Yes.
this is topic is about you.
Yes.
All right.
Oh my
The
gosh.
only thing, and just because there's a lot of my sisters listening, there's other women listening.
Ashley
This
Korth.
is the only thing I'm worried about. The ultimate goal should be to find the person that God has for you, meaning they
100%.
have the character of God over their circumstances.
Right.
Meaning they may
Right.
not be in the best circumstances, but they're moving. They're
Right.
moving.
Yeah.
Their acceleration is more important than where they actually are at the moment.
Right.
It's better. It's because you could end up in a really bad situation with a guy who looks like he has it all together, has the house, has the 401k, has all that stuff,
Like Trackstar.
and then you get divorced. We've seen it.
Right.
So
no, I'm not saying I want all those
what's
things.
more important than the situation is the heart. The thing I could say about every dude in this room that's married is that they all had a heart for God. They may not have had it right at the moment. They may have had credit card debt. They may have student loan debt. They may not have it all together with
Shake
how
our
they
head when our
behave
debt
and all
comes
that.
up.
But they had a heart. These dudes in this room that got married, they were on fire for God. And that can transcend that's what you need, because just because the person has it together right now, you can regress.
Yeah,
Things can
no, that's
happen in your marriage that put you way back to the beginning. If you're not willing to go through that with him at all, then you're going to get divorced because of finances later when it happens. You see what I'm saying?
I'm not saying things have to be perfect. I'm not saying they have to be all, hunky-dory. I'm just, and what I do want to say, the reason I said, like, he could be a man of God and it doesn't mean he qualifies is because there are plenty of Christian men who are hungry for the Lord. And that's okay. Maybe not, but still, they're enough, right? Maybe not enough, but they're more than a handful in this earth.
Yeah.
Just because, see, the misconception can be, oh, he's a Christian guy. Great, let me date him.
So wait.
Just because he's a Christian guy doesn't mean he's your husband.
Everybody stop. We're not going to be mean to Miracle anymore because your mom is listening. Welcome, Miracle's mom.
Thanks, Mom.
We treat your daughter
Thank you.
very nicely on this
Hey,
show.
you sent that text like
She
real
knows
low
what's
key.
up.
Yeah.
You
Help
sent that
me.
text like help,
knows-
help.
She was like SOS. She was like SOS.
Now,
Mama, they doing it again.
Periscope.
Miracle's mom is an amazing woman. She is so awesome.
She's watching.
Super nice to us. So we
Shout
will
out to
leave your
Mama.
daughter alone and we will get into the next
Watch
thing.
that replay.
Bless God.
You're in the field with the Trackstarz. Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.